to expand, I think. Or come here and chill at the gas and stare at it for a minute. But the Mutalisk here will be able to take out one Hellion. The second one is going to run for his life and try and take out that drone. And he does get the drone, but he does also get destroyed. We do have a large push here of Marines, Marauders, and tanks for Attero. What has Darkcell got in mind for this? We got lots of Zerglings and Banelings, fungal growth going down on them. We did miss it. I didn't fail to mention that there is an infestation pit, and that takes care of the bio ball for the Terran player. Those Marauders are going to leave that Queen alive with 3 health. So these Mutalisks here will follow these tanks and try and take them out. Yes, one tank. Second tank is going to go down. No, it will not, because those Marines will get there just in time to fend it off and take out one Mutalisk themselves. So Attero here just kind of got, I guess, kicked in the face with that sudden Zergling Baneling drop there. So he will have to be more prepared this time, I would say. What do we got going on here? We got, wow, 6 barracks are now down for Attero. The 6th one is being built now. Still has no reactor on his starport, although he is doing just a dandy job keeping up with the dropships, aka medevacs. And he is also pumping out the tanks with his 2 factories. Darkcell here trying to get map control again, getting Zerglings at the 2 Xel'Naga towers. And he will continue to morph in many more Banelings, which can just really take out those Terran bio balls, which seems to be the source of Attero's forces here, and they are going to be pushing out for yet another attack. Some Zerglings coming in here to scout out, and they will get spotted and killed extremely quickly. So Darkcell does know what is coming and generally what it looks like, especially since he had that Xel'Naga tower and was able to see the entire force. So he will be prepared. He is splitting up his forces, and he is getting ready to engage them from all sides. Got his Zerglings and Mutalisks down here. Banelings are somewhere around here. There they are. And they're going to get fungal growth on those Marines. The Banelings are rolling in and killing lots of those Marines. The Zerglings did come in from behind and are going after the tanks. But all the Zerglings got taken out, but the Mutalisks will be able to clean up the rest of those sieged up tanks. Will Attero unsiege? No, he won't. The tanks will get destroyed as the Mutalisks do try and chase after the medevacs, but it looks like they will eventually give up in a second. After they try and get one more medevac that goes down, Marines come out to try and take out those Mutalisks. They do get 1. At the same time, Darkcell will find out that there is an expansion at the 3rd for Attero here. More Speedlings and Banelings coming out for the Zerg player. Attero continuing to get Marines, Marauders, and tanks. 2 medevacs still around, so they will be able to support that army right there. Thor is now coming out for Attero. How are their upgrades doing? In the upgrade game, we have a 1-1 for ground forces, but not on the vehicle or mech yet. Darkcell has 1 attack. And does he have anything on his air units? No. So Attero is winning in the upgrade game at the moment, getting his infantry level 2 down now. More Mutalisks coming up here into Attero's main, and he's going to, Darkcell is going to be able to take out this reactor that was being built. He's going to try and take out the 2nd reactor. Yes, he's going to get that 2nd reactor down. Going to try and get the tech lab on the 3rd. Nope, he's going to shift and go after the tech lab on the factory, but the Marines are going to start coming in now. Only 3 Marines though, but he did end up pulling back. He got his harassment done. Another large force for Attero is moving out. Looks like they're going to check out to make sure that there are no more expansions for the Zerg player. Shooting the Zergling at the Xel'Naga tower, so they saw that the force was moving out, so Darkcell here is doing a very fantastic job at splitting up his forces, having the Baneling and the Infestors pair up with the Zerglings and Mutalisks. The Zerglings and Mutalisks here are going to move in. They're going to try and do what they can against those Marines and Marauders, but they're going to get taken out by the tanks and do a lot of damage to the tanks. The Banelings coming in now and taking out all of those Marines and Marauders. The Zerglings are going to clean it up. So that was an excellent move there by Darkcell. Although Darkcell's been very easily defending these pushes, but he needs to start going on the offensive. He is going on the defensive a little bit, but he does turn back now. The Thors take out 2 of the Mutalisks. Still no upgrades on the mech. Although the 1-1 is still 1-1, although the second one is coming in just a second. Pathogen glands is getting researched for the infestors here, so they will be able to have more energy to do fungal growth faster and more often. Well, not more often, but right out the bat. Zerglings are moving down south because they do suspect an attack at the 3rd expansion here. Check out our income here, see how we're standing up. We do have 51 drones to the 65 SCVs, so Attero definitely is ahead in the mineral game. They're about even in the gas game. Some Hellions coming in and trying to do what they could. They got a few drones, but they were taken out pretty quick by the Zergling and Infestor pair. 4th expansion going down for Attero at the west natural position. Let's check out what's going on production-wise. Attero's just pumping out the units, and so is Darkcell. More Banelings and more Zerglings coming in. This has just been one heck of a game. It's been back and forth and back and forth. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I certainly love casting it. Although this is going to be one of the longer games I've done. He's just got this 3rd expansion just really saturated, oversaturated if you ask me, because I mean you only need 27 and he's got lots more than that. Get several of them transferred over here, which is probably what he's doing right now. Those are being moved from his natural expansion / his main. We do have a dropship, 2 dropships here loading up for Attero, and there looks like they're going to be heading off towards Darkcell's main here. We have a 2-pronged attack, it looks like. We got the big Thor tank and marine force moving out. There's a couple of marauders mixed in there. Moving out towards the south, and they're going to be probably hitting down here if the expansion goes up. There's an expansion going down at the south natural for Darkcell. Darkcell does see that coming in, but he does not see this drop here. This drop is going to land in the back of Darkcell's base, and this could be extremely bad, especially if he doesn't have anything to deal with it. They're getting dropped off. They're going to start focusing down that spine crawler immediately, and they're going to be able to take it out the queen. The spine crawler go down, and the drones go down. They're going to eat the spawning pool alive. At the same time, while they're focusing on this, the Marines, Marauders, and tanks with Thor's support are going to take out Darkcell's 3rd expansion, and they are going to be pretty well uncontested. The Marines, the Infestors have come down here, and Banelings have taken out all of those Marines. The Infestors doing Neuroparasite on the Thor and making the Terran kill his own Thor, and then the Thor is turned around to kill the tanks, so Darkcell did an excellent job in cleaning up all those, and he's going to kill this last Thor before it has a chance to do much more damage. Another drop coming in here for Attero at Darkcell's main. Looks like this could really be bad for Darkcell, especially if they can snipe that lair, but they will be cleaned up pretty easily by these Zerglings. All of it goes down. The entire drop force is taken out. Medevacs, Marines, and all. So let's check. We got Terran and Infantry weapons level 3 coming out now, so I would say that Darkcell is really far behind since he still only has level 1. That's going to be a big, big problem here if he doesn't. I mean, he's got the unit production going, but they can just take him out faster than he can build them is going to be the problem. This Overlord here is doing an excellent job at preventing an expansion for the Terran player at the west main position, but we do have a Thor, a couple tanks, and several Marines and Marauders moving towards the south for Attero. Zerglings, Banelings, Infestors, and Mutalisks for Darkcell at his 3rd expansion, and they're just going to kind of wait there to see where this Terran force is going to go. We don't have any crazy drops yet. 2 Thors at the main. Looks like they need to go ahead and meet up with this force down here. Throwing down some scans to make sure that there aren't any Banelings, I guess, burrowed. And they're going to move in here into the south expansion to start taking out Darkcell's force. Yes, they are going to get the expansion down. The Broodlings come out, and now the Banelings and Zerglings move in. Fungal growth going down on the Marines and Marauders, and they will take out the rest of those. So they had a couple Marauders left with the Thor, but there was a drop that was going on at that same time, and they do lose. Darkcell does lose his lair, and he also did lose his spawning pool. Just so much action going on here the whole time. More Zerglings are going to have to come out in order for Darkcell to be able to save himself, because these Marines are just going to focus down on the extractors of all things. But now they're shooting the larvae. They probably want to work on this hatchery here. Lots of infestors and banelings here for Darkcell, but it looks like he's just kind of giving up on his main. There he goes. I see a fungal growth coming in the future, but the baneling nest looks like it will go down before... Yes, it does. The baneling nest does go down, but the fungal growth doesn't go down on the Marines. Oh, excuse me. I inhaled something. For some reason, that Marauder just won't die. And will it get away with one HP left? And it will be picked up by that medevac and taken out. Tanks and more Marines and Marauders and Thors are going to take out the south expansion. And so Darkcell looks like he's in quite a bit of a bind here. This is a large Terran army moving in, and Darkcell just does not have the forces to handle it right now. He can get a lot of fungal growths off, but the Banelings are going to move in. The Banelings explode on the tanks, not doing too much damage. He doesn't neural parasite a Marauder, but the infestors are just getting eaten up by those Marauders and Marines. So the fungal growth goes down. Yes, no, maybe, yes. Good. 2 good fungal growth, but Darkcell does good game and leaves the game. That was a very good game, but the Terran just outplayed Darkcell. So congratulations to Attero there on that victory. That was a very close match. Attero was playing random, just to let you know. He wasn't playing as Terran, so he just got chosen random. He's a random player, as you've gathered by now. Whew. So I'd say the biggest problem here was that Darkcell just didn't keep it up with the upgrade game, and maybe he should have switched from Zergling Baneling to maybe something a little higher tier. But even with this higher tier, quote unquote. Anyway, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will try to get this one uploaded tonight. I wanted to get at least one done. There's so many, I got to start collecting them all and organizing them. This was just a great game, so I will cast the other good games that I find. I would like to give them all cast at some point, just so you know. It's like, I like to analogize it like baseball, to where, you know, even though they might not all be that ultra interesting, they are all able to be learned from. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you like it, because I like it when people subscribe, and leave comments too. It's dreadfully quiet around here.